Hello everyone, Nadim here with PC.Solutions.Net. Real quick, just want to talk a little bit about, some housekeeping, some questions and answers. so, um, People have been asking, well, what is this chat with Mac? Just so everybody's on the same page, or I do a chat with Mac every Friday. So every Friday, I talk with Mac, and it's just what's going on in the industry, what's happening, things that are up and coming, or what's more pressing right now that people need to pay attention to. And now today I want to talk a little bit about IP services, specifically as they relate to voice. Um, you know, People think all the time, when people think VoIP, they think Vonage and consumer services like that, and they've really left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, right? So when we talk about VoIP as it relates to business, it has nothing to do with Vonage, and that's why I don't say VoIP or VoIP whenever I talk about voice services that are running over IP. And the reason for that is because as soon as I say VoIP, people think bad call quality, this and that, and all the other. However, we've been implementing VoIP technologies for a few years now, and internally we've been using IP-based telephony services. Back in the day, we had a DGM system, then we had a DGM system in the cloud, and so for the past, I think 2 or 3 years, maybe a little over that, we've been using Microsoft's platform for voice services. So all of our voice services, support lines, everything comes in through Microsoft data centers. And when calling or calling out or receiving calls, we use Microsoft Teams at this point. Before Teams, it used to be Skype for Business, but now it's Teams. So we've been using that. We've been happy with it. It works well. There are certain things that you have to be familiar with. So one thing we noticed when we switched from the DGM based system to Microsoft Teams was that over the same type of network connection, the Teams calls were slightly better quality. So if you are connecting via cellular and you have a few drop packets here and there, the voice quality would degrade on Digium a whole lot more compared to Microsoft Teams. And that's when we decided, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and switch to Teams because it was just a better overall quality. Now, there are, of course, a few features that are missing on Teams that you don't get on Teams. And when we onboard a customer, we go through, we do the assessment and figure out if Teams is going to be a good fit or not. Recently, we are noticing more and more companies are adding Teams voice capabilities in addition to their phone system. So the idea is that we run both these services in parallel, taking advantage of both systems, and then eventually, when it comes to a point where you don't need the in-house PBX or phone system, then we cut that over and port the numbers over into Teams, and that works great. We can port pretty much any number out into Microsoft Teams. We can get pretty much, I would say, we can do about 90% of the functionality that small to medium sized businesses need. Beyond that, there are certain things that Teams will just not do just yet, and for those, we can integrate Teams calling with your existing PBX or your existing cloud PBX, whatever you have. So just wanted to answer some of these questions that I've been getting, and like a lot of we do traditional IT infrastructure support, we do voice services, and we do application development as well. So these are just some of the things that we do, and not a lot of people think about us when they think about voice, but yeah, we do voice, but only voice over IP. So the internal infrastructure is still IP based, and then we put voice over that. So it gives you a lot of flexibility on how to handle voice, route calls, things like that. or even voice-enabled applications in a lot of cases. So that's it. Just wanted to touch a little bit on that. And until tomorrow, everyone, have a good day and be safe out there.